Hi, my name is Paige Howell, and I am the owner of Achieve Learning Partners on OutSchool. I have been in education for over 30 years. My team of teachers has over 125 years of combined teaching experience. The classes you'll find on Achieve are geared towards helping students to use reading to learn. We are passionate about reading. As a former online ESL teacher, I learned so much that helped me to design my curriculum to not only be great for students in my own country, but for students around the world. Now I want to share with you what makes our classes great for ELL learners. One, it's welcoming and inviting. A student needs to feel that teachers care about them and their learning journey. We learn better when we feel comfortable in our environment, and we make sure our kids feel comfortable in our classroom. Two, a teacher needs to be able to differentiate their learning to meet each child's individual needs. And our teachers do just that. Our teachers will meet our students wherever they are and help them to be successful. Differentiated learning is an important part of any classroom, and you will find that with Achieve Learning Partners teachers. Direct instruction. Direct instruction is a term used where we teach a skill. We give it directly to the student. And I want you to see an example here of what direct instruction in our classroom looks like. Our classes begin with introduction of a specific concept. This is done utilizing these types of slides. This provides precise explanations and examples to convey the skill or topic. Once we teach the skill, then we practice the concept together. This allows the student to ask questions and the teacher to check for understanding. Every one of our classrooms also gives students the opportunity to read, discuss, hear, and talk with other students. We're also very, very passionate in our classrooms about ongoing parent communication. You know your child better than anyone else, and we want to hear from you. We want you to hear from us. Building this relationship is important to your student success. And don't worry about translation, we will figure it out. Number 6, a teacher should know what your goals are for your student. You will get that question from our teachers. What are your goals for this student or for your student in our classroom? We want to know, what are your particular goals for your student? We evaluate our students. We will let you know what we see. When we are evaluating your student, we are going to let you know, is the class too easy? Is the class too hard? We may even make suggestions for a different class, but you will hear from us because that is important. What we are seeing in the classroom is important to share for you because we also want to give you some things that you can work on at home. Now, student encouragement is also important. We want our students to see success, but we want them to feel success. Our teachers are very encouraging of all of our students. Thinking critically. This is something that we find that students, especially ELL students, struggle with. We want students to learn to process and evaluate information. We do this by asking open-ended questions, not yes or no, not one-word answers. We want them to think. We want them to learn how to ask questions about what they are learning. Practice makes progress. Without practice, we can't get better. None of us have learned anything without practicing it over and over again. So, after each class, our students will get an additional worksheet for them to practice the concept that we have taught. And you get the answers so that you can check and see how is your student progressing. Well, as I discussed a little bit earlier, we want to build that partnership with our students and their families. We do this by also providing additional resources for parents. We want to share ways for you to help your child. One thing as a teacher I've seen over and over again is students who are fluent readers and are reading material several grade levels ahead of where they are. This is not good for their reading and their learning. They are then exposed to topics that their maturity is not ready for. So if you have a student in that realm, I want you to think about just exposing them to more and more material that they enjoy, that they can read fluently, comfortably, and understand. Reading at too high of a level can also deter reading for a student because it is not age appropriate and not interesting to them. One other thing that I want to share with you is the 5-finger rule. Is a book too easy? Is a book too hard? You can see that all you need to do is open a book, turn to a page, have the student read. Please feel free, reach out if you have any questions about our classes, and I really hope to see one of your students in our classroom soon. Don't forget it. I also wanted to share with you that we have a wonderful resource called Vocabulary Building Through Reading. This is an important resource, especially for our ELL learners, to record new vocabulary. Reading is one of the best ways for students to build a more robust vocabulary, and using this worksheet while reading creates a habit of writing down new words and learning them. How do we remember new words? We use them. We use them in our everyday speaking and writing. Saying them over and over in context is going to help us remember our new words. I hope that you found this informational. I hope that you will join us in one of our classrooms. We are really trying hard to add more times to meet the needs of our families and our friends around the world. Forget, here's a coupon code to try out one of our classes. Happy reading, happy learning, happy day.